laid out and the accent.
I'm the lonely cowboy. No government name, no known address, no phone number.
Now Varun, when you think cruisers, you don't think of performance, right?
Yeah, I mean traditionally cruisers are meant for laid-back riding, to take in all the scenery, to absorb all the elements around you.
The belly of the beast, otherwise known as the streets, and that's where the carnivores feast. Even in silence, I'm marching to my own drum. A law unto myself, I'm answering to no one.
But when you put in the words performance and cruiser in a single sentence, you're usually looking at something like the XDiavel, the XDiavel that was, the XDiavel that there is. But this is neither red nor Italian. This is coming from America.
Yes, it's the Harley-Davidson FXDR114.
I've never had a sidekick. I trust my own instincts. I'm hands-on, but you can't see the fingerprints.
Harley actually has a history of making these kind of muscle cruisers. Posture is a little bit different. So it has that stretched out look of the V-Rod, but you're sitting a little bit more comfortably. So you have clip-ons, but they are not as far forward. You have foot pegs which are not that stretched out forward. So you're sitting in a slightly more cruisery, comfortable position.
Exactly. When we talk about the engine, we're also kind of looking at the name itself, the FXDR114, and that 114 suffix means something.
Yes, it denotes that this bike is powered by the Milwaukee 8114. Now that's Harley's newest engine line, and it's a huge departure from their previous engines. It sets new benchmarks in terms of refinement, performance, pretty much what have you not. And we've got the Milwaukee 8107 in India with multiple bikes like the Softails, the Touring line, and this is the slightly bigger version. Right?
Bigger version. So you have 1800 cc of cubic capacity, about 160 Newton meters of torque. That's a massive number, and like classic Harley-Davidson, they do not ever denote the power number, so we'll stick to just the torque number, but they are looking at the performance bit, which means they have sort of lightened components as well.
Yeah, so it's not about performance just in a straight line, it's also about handling. It might seem a little flimsy to talk about a drag type bike that handles well, but they have sort of gone out of the way to sort of drop the weight on this bike.
You also have aluminium swing arm and wheels, and you're also looking at a composite fender. But that's on the aesthetic front. There have been changes to the engine as well.
So yeah, this motor gets a bigger airbox, it has a different exhaust system, so that's why it has more torque compared to the other 114 motors.
Now let's talk a bit about the suspension as well as the brakes.
Yeah, so in terms of suspension, it's running upside down hooks at the front, unlike most cruisers, but very similar to what we have seen on the Harley-Davidson, the Softail Fat Bob, and it's also got a monoshock at the back, which is adjustable for preload.
When we talk about braking, it gets twin 300mm discs up front. You've got a single big 292mm disc at the rear. ABS is coming in as standard, and not just that, you also have a digital display in place, keyless ignition, which kind of makes us realize that Harley-Davidson is actually catching up on modernity, not in terms of the vibe, but in terms of small little modern gadgetry that you have here and there.
And of course, Harley does have most of their lineup in India, so we expect the FXDR114 to hit Indian shores sometime in the middle of next year.
Middle of next year, 2019. That is a long wait, but you guys do not have to wait anymore. Smash that like button, drop in some comments, share our video aheads. Let your friends and family know that there is something known as Powerdrift, India's #1 automotive channel on YouTube. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you stay notified. We will see you in a bit.